What is up guys, Oleg is here. In one of my previous videos I was reviewing mechanical keyboard from Habit. I really like the way it looks and I really like the way it sounds. But since we live in the small apartment and sometimes I have to work really late at night, I was looking for something that doesn't sound like a typewriter. And this is when I came across this one. This is the wireless mouse and keyboard combo from Logitech MK295. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this one. Now, if you want to be in peace, focus, and don't get distracted by the clicking sound, this is the perfect keyboard. Just take a listen. It can take you from this to this. You can barely hear it, especially if you're not digging into the keys but typing something occasionally in the search bar. It's pretty much noiseless. Now let's talk about the build quality. This is the plastic keyboard and it feels really light in your hand. It also feels really cheap and it bends easily if you want to bend it, but it's a $30 keyboard and mouse combo after all. It's a full-size keyboard, which means you have a numpad on the right side. And one more thing that I like about this keyboard is that it has 8 shortcuts, and these shortcuts will let you to control your media for play and pause. So if you have an audio player or a video player, then you can use that button to play and pause. Or let's say if you have a Chrome browser open or any other browser and you have a tab open that has, let's say, Netflix, you can easily use it to pause and play Netflix. Or let's say if you have 2 tabs open for, let's say, one Netflix and the other one is YouTube, then you can also use it and it's gonna control whichever is the active tab. Next we have 3 buttons for volume. We have the mute volume button, and then we have lower and raise volume buttons, which is really convenient, especially if you're sitting far from the speakers. Next we have home tab button, which opens home tab for your default browser that you have in the settings. Like let's say if you have a Chrome browser, it's going to open the home tab for Chrome browser. Then we have a mail app shortcut that's going to open your default mailing app. Let's say if you have Outlook, it's going to open up Outlook. Then we have turn off power button that you can only use to turn off your computer, but you cannot use it to turn it on. And then we have the calculator button that brings up your calculator. In the top right corner there is a switch to turn on or off the keyboard alongside with the Logitech's Logi logo. And this keyboard is powered by 2 AAA batteries that should last you for about 36 months. In terms of adjustability, I really like the foldable feet on this keyboard. They feel really nice and sturdy, and when you're about to close or open, it has this satisfying snap that feels really premium. Now let's talk about using the keyboard. And I gotta say, I really like the way it feels. When you press the key, it feels really smooth and the surface of the key is really soft. The only thing that was bothering me at the beginning when I first opened it and started using it the first day was the fact that it barely has any feedback. So sometimes I would press the button multiple times and I wouldn't realize that I pressed it multiple times just because it doesn't have that clicking sound, and that just tells you how quiet it is. And what's even more weird is how the mouse feels. This mouse, you can barely feel the click. I literally clicked 3 times and then I realized that I opened something 3 times. Speaking of the mouse is on the smaller side, so you would feel comfortable if you have smaller hand, but for me personally, I prefer something bigger like my Habit mouse. That feels much more comfortable in my hand, but it gets the job done. And in terms of gaming, I wouldn't recommend this mouse for gaming because it lacks most of the features that we would expect from a gaming mouse. This mouse is powered by 1 AA battery that is supposed to last for about 18 months. There is also a compartment for your USB receiver. Quick tip here, when you're going to be unboxing this combo, please don't throw the box right away because you got to check for the box flap next to the mouse. It's going to have the USB receiver. I'm not sure why they decided to do it like this instead of just putting it in the compartment like we used to, but it is what it is. So don't throw it away before checking it out, otherwise you're going to be left with no receiver. By the way, the wireless receiver is able to reach for up to 10 meters. Now let me do the typing one more time so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, so to conclude, for about $30, you get a decent wireless keyboard and mouse combo with good wireless reception, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be blown away by how quiet it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. It would help me out a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all in the next one.